Hey Devin, how many auras is the turtle able to hold up?
Um, it said selective, so I'm assuming as many as it wants.
Cool.
But I have a question. Does it hold up an aura on something moving as fast as me? Or do I not need an aura because I'll just move out of the way?
It can hold an. It could probably hold an aura on you because it's just kind of. You
Yeah,
have to be in
you
range.
have to be in range, so as long as you're in range.
Yes, how
Also, the
long will
fact
I
that it
be?
has interpose.
I
Huh?
have a question. How would it interpose if I'm like at the very edge of its range?
Its range is, I think, perception, so as long as he can see you.
So what? Does he just randomly teleport in front of the blast?
Yeah, like literally, he just goes poof.
The turtle is upset.
He's going to be like, so the
Or
Crimson Run rushes fast.
no
Well, I can be faster to buy.
the turtle actually probably magically transfers the damage to him.
Probably. It's sort of a. Oh look, a tank bullet. Boing! Where'd it go? He just eats it.
No, it's suddenly the tank bullet disappears, and you see where the tortoise is standing. You just hear a boom, and smoke comes out of his mouth. Now that's a spicy meatball.
That is how he's going to do it.
Tortoise's bomb disposal unit.
Alright, so we're effectively going to be sending you on the first ship over tomorrow.
I just run over there.
We want you all to arrive at this. So, James, you arrive in France, like, a couple of days before anyone else. The rest of the group arrives about it's now the 12th of,
By the way, can I now be known as the town drunken wherever I am?
no,
I'll be back again.
it's effect, because well, Omar, you might as well wait, because I'm wrapping it up for the night, because it's almost 11.
Okay.
Unless you guys want to continue.
I'm actually having a lot of fun with this.
Alright, then we can continue if you want. We'll go for another half hour. Um, so, yeah, effectively it's like we're sending you over on this ship. I really wish James didn't decide to run all the way to France, but...
I have water run.
Because I know, because now you're going to miss out on all the role play.
Fine, I don't just
Well,
run.
you can run there, it's just you miss out. You know, effectively, you go to the dock and like it's a military vessel. It's an obvious like a. It's the they're sending over a few extra troops with you just to not waste the trip. So I think U.S. sent a few troops over before officially.
It probably did.
Yes, they're sending a few tanks over. They're sending a
No.
tank platoon over.
So, fine.
Actually.
I won't just run over, but I will,
And Devin, you've got
when
to
I get
remember.
really bored, run over.
This is my universe. The time happens whenever I want it to.
I will literally just run circles around the ship as we look, just because I'm bored. And yes, Devin, I do have water run. Just making sure you got that.
I know that you have water run. I did make your character.
I know, just making sure you remembered.
Okay, I'm good.
So effectively, yeah.
So we probably arrive there, start talking to the people.
Oh, of course. So, one of the things, like, they're...
So, yeah, Devin, I missed all that roleplay, huh?
Oh, shut up. Effectively, it's, when you arrive at the docks, they're currently loading a bunch of tanks on. And there's this, and, the tank kind of slips, like, you hear this kind of somewhat booming voice. Be careful with that thing, God damn it, or I'll have your ass. And then someone's like, sorry, Major.
And you kind of hear me go, and if he doesn't have your ass, I'll be sure my wolf does.
And it's like, turn him. Like, this dude's like 6'8", built like a house. Like, like this really fairly muscular. He's got the military rank of a major. And he's just like going around making sure preparations. And it's like, 'cause that's my goddamn tank, and if there's a goddamn scratch in it, I'll have your ass. And it's like, yes, sir. Yes, sir, Major Stone. Don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me.
So I'm probably going to walk over to the Major and be like, so, how long you been serving?
Oh, this is my, let's see, World War I, Spanish American. Oh, I've been serving. The Spanish American was the last war after, was Spanish American War?
It's probably been about 12 years.
Yeah, I'm just making sure, oh, that's the late 1800s. So, yeah, he's been serving, he served through World War I, so he's been at least serving 20 plus years. Yeah,
Okay.
so it's like 20 plus years. He shows his, and for someone who's in his 30s or 40s, he looks damn good.
There goes Omar.
Derp.
Bye, Omar.
We've lost him. Oh God.
Omar didn't get enough charge, so he sort of passed out this morning. There. That's how he explained his absence.
He passed out on the ship. No, he got motion sick. Also, I just realized, why did we take a ship?
Why did we take a ship?
We've got a freaking airship.
Devin, why did we take a ship?
Retcon. The military asked you to bring some supplies over.
So I'm guessing the airship was probably just kind of floating above for a while.
So the airship is floating above, and they're like raising things into it. Well, the airship is probably at ground level, and they're loading stuff onto it, like the tanks, the ammunition, troops. And it's a small tank outfit. Like, it's a small, like, there's about probably...
I just realized, wasn't it mainly the Germans who had,
Shh. Yes, it was mainly
So
the
Omar's
Germans.
like the first person to create an airship. They probably took his idea.
Yep. Okay, the Germans have blimps.
By the way, are we gonna get to kill Hitler?
Omar has the helicarrier from the Marvel.
The shield.
I've been thinking this entire time he had pretty much a freaking blimp.
No, I've been thinking this entire time he said basically the helicarrier.
I've always been thinking it was the helicarrier.
Omar, what is your ship like? Helicarrier or blimp?
Hold on. I'm trying to make sure everything sets up properly because my computer just froze, and when it popped back up, everything was disconnected, so I'm trying to make sure all the connections are working.
I'm pretty sure that they didn't exactly have
Then again, Omar said
the technology to
Omar,
build
what?
a Harry.
Omar,
helicopter.
what's your character's intelligence level?
Okay, now I can hear properly. What were you saying?
What's your character's intelligence level, and what is your base like? Is it the helicarrier from the Marvel Universe, or is it a giant-ass blimp?
I have an intelligence of 8. My base mainly looks like my base mainly when you see my base, the
Just
the
tell us,
airship may look. Hmm.
tell us what it's more like. Is it more like a helicarrier or a blimp?
Can you? Okay, hold on. Apparently, I'm lagging. Okay, can you? Okay, try talking now.
Hello?
Helicarrier or blimp?
Or a zeppelin? Tell us
Yeah,
Zeppelin.
Think of more of a zeppelin,
Ah,
I knew it!
fuck you.
except a lot more bigger.
I would see it as like one of those. It has the thing in the center, which is the base, and it has the two giant balloons on either side holding it up.
So I have a question: is it bigger or smaller than the Hindenburg?
Probably a lot bigger. Well, probably. What's Omar? What size is your? Oh no, it's the size of a mansion. So it's probably about the size of the Hindenburg. It's literally the size of a house in the sky. Of a mansion.
And that.
Yeah, actually You want to know a funny thing though? I'm actually sure that that at least a third of my money has constantly gone to the fines
To
of me break.
maintaining.
Well, not well. Okay, it's not really the fines of maintaining airspace. Mainly, it's the fines that every time we go just a little bit below, just a little bit like
Zoning
below
laws.
cloud cover, we're pissing them off because it's like we're essentially piercing through the sky ceiling. So whenever we're doing that, there's a possibility of us hitting a building.
The only
So
building
that's
that
why
you
we
will
have to
truly
constantly.
need to avoid is probably the Empire State
Yeah,
Building.
one moment. I'm just gonna grab a quick extra drink. So
They
talking
really
amongst
fucking.
yourselves.
You want to know who hated us the most? The Germans. You want to know why?
Because they're fucking trying
We
to kill
actually
us.
we ha- we invited the my co-captain's grandfather on board. He was a very nice old man. He loved his daughter, and he was just making sure that her line of work was safe, which it wasn't. But he was like, "Well, you guys are doing good things, so I'll allow it." He said he went. We were flying over Germany when we were going through a trip through Germany when we before we picked him up, and so we took him with us. And so the air traffic controllers talked to us and was like, "Are you guys gonna land here? Because if you are, we're really gonna have to figure out how we're gonna clear out all this airspace. Or you're probably gonna have to land in an open field." And so we said we weren't gonna land, but then they asked, "What? You don't know how to?" And then her grandfather chimed in. He said, "Oh no, it's not that we don't know how to land. It's just that the last time I was in Germany, it was oh god, when was this war? God damn it, it was something about like the war with Germany or whatever." And he's like, and it was dark, and I wasn't intent on landing. Essentially, it's that joke about like fighting Germany and whatnot. I couldn't set it up properly because my memory is shit right now.
So, what I miss?
So, the Hindenburgs are your fault, Omar.
Hmm?
The Hindenburgs are your fault, Omar.
What do you mean the Hindenburg?
You effectively have invented
The blimp. The Zeppelin.
Oh yeah, the Led
granted on a
Zeppelin.
much more massive scale.
So they're probably going to be like, how can we do that?
Or at least something close to that.
I might have just been stupid enough that I might have sold them one of the designs. Not the efficient ones. I only saved those for big buyers. I gave
Get the
them one of
whiskey.
my less safer designs. I.e., if
you sell
fuck
the
up-
less safe designs.
No, you got it. No, this is the thing. If I've done business with you in the past, you know that you have to pay me big money if you want a design that is not severely flawed. If you are like one-time buyers and you give me a shitty amount when I know I can get more out of you, I give you my flawed design. This design is so flimsy that if you mess up in a calculation of error in building it
Oh, so
or
yeah,
using it, it'll fucking blow to shit.
The Hindenburg disaster is Omar's fault.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, that's where you see you pull out my flask.
And then all of my crew take off their hats and they're like, "We apologize for the loss of
When
life."
did the Hindenburg happen?
I'm making a joke.
Didn't it happen in World War II?
Yeah, but wait. To Google.
Devin, it's your universe. Time happens when you want it to.
It hasn't happened yet, though. I'm pretty sure it happened during the war.
Oh no, it definitely happened during the war, but it's 1940. The war is almost over. Well, no, the war's got 5 more years.
I thought it ended at 1963.
No, World War II ended in 1945.
Hey guys, I'm gonna be right back. I need to go to the bathroom.
Is this game
Oh,
almost
no.
over for that matter?
Yeah, I'm gonna end it on the cliffhanger of you guys going off. Yeah, 1937.
Okay, so it's happened. So you guys are the ones who caused the Hindenburg.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm just trying to figure out.
Also, I should probably mention, I'm not much of a history buff.
Right. So, Omar. Effectively, everything is loaded up. You've been introduced to Major Alexander Stone and his tank division. All like 7 of them. That's all I can really think of. Because honestly, the next thing would be combat, and that would be after you guys have settled in France for a while.
Also, I should probably mention, my character was actually a part of the British military for a while and got up to the rank of sergeant.
Okay. Alright, so I think we can call it there. As Omar's ship sails for France. I guess that's where we will call it for the evening. And